Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Well, for Atlanta, this is a game that may be determined early. And they have made it clear that their focus is to limit mistakes and deliver the defensive and offensive performance they're capable of. And this ought to be a good one. The cream of the NBA crop, two teams with a proven track record of success matched up here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how this one might play out?
If you're a fan or even a player, this is the game you circle. You just got a big circle right there, and you're going, this is the game I have to do it. And then you take that circle and you put a pin in it to make sure that people are there.
Do people still circle their calendars, or do you just like put it in your phone?
No, actually, I'm old school. I still have the big calendar in my office, and I have to see it before I believe it.
Is it one of those that lays flat on your desk, or do you hang it on the wall?
I hang it on the wall.
And it maybe has a picture of kittens or something on it.
No kittens. Yeah, I'm more of a dog fan. So, you know, we have the dogs on each calendar. So, yeah, that's what I'm more of a fan of.
Are you a calendar guy, or do you put it in your phone, Shaq?
No, I have three people working for me. A girl named Sek, a sister named Ra, and an older sister named Terry.
Oh.
So put them together, they're what?
Secretary.
Get it. Oh.
I was going to ask you a question, but why should I? Here's Kevin Harlan.
There's Phillips Arena, our setting tonight, with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. It's interconference time for these Thunder as they come in as the visiting team. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, we know here in Atlanta, Mike Budenholzer has assumed the dual role of coach and GM of the Atlanta Hawks. It's a tough task, but he can draw on the experience in San Antonio, where Greg Popovich has a similar role. Like Pop, Coach Bud makes sure to listen to his differing opinions and empower the staff. Kevin?
He's done a terrific job, Dave. Thank you. Brent, you look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Ilyasova out there with Steven Adams. And it's Roberson in at the three. Just two to shoot. Here's Bazemore. He can't get that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And the pass to Roberson. And Ilyasova kicks to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, he's got hops, Kevin. A 42-inch vertical at the 2013 Combine. Definitely a high riser.
And here's Schroeder. Kicks it to Millsap. The 15-footer. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Korver kicks to Howard. 1:24 left to play in the first. The dish to Millsap. Count it from 12.
Once Millsap gets the ball in the mid-range area, it's usually a good thing.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Ilyasova kicks to Roberson. Up top, Oladipo. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Oladipo's got his second basket of the game. On defense, Oklahoma City. Howard kicks it over to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. He dishes it to Bazemore. There's the feed to Howard. Here's Schroeder. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there, just a lapse of judgment.
So for the Hawks, Splitter is checked in for Howard. For Paul Millsap. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Payne with it, guarded now by Prince. Payne dishes to Collison. Count it, good. Collison's got his first points of the game.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. There's a screen. Now Sefolosha. Back to Schroeder. Here's the three. Cans it from downtown. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 1. Start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got stuff for he feels in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
Schroeder runs the point with Korver to his side. Prince out there with Sefolosha. And it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Payne passes to Morrow. It's stolen by Korver. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Beautiful work from Korver, hustling in transition and outworking a couple of defenders. And you talk about a mid to late career renaissance. Look no further than Kyle Korver, a player who bounced around a little bit and is still considered more of a specialist, but he has shown other sides of his offensive game. His emergence as an all-star is something few people would have foretold back when he was taken 51st overall in 2003.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times they shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A., one of the most competitive players in the NBA. And when you look at Kyle Korver, he doesn't play like a star. He's a former All-Star, but doesn't play like a star, Brent. Not a very flashy guy.
Well, he has one discernible skill, Kevin, and that is shooting the three. And he shoots it incredibly well. One of the best in the history of the league to do so.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
There might also be an opportunity here that he can exploit a mismatch. We'll see.
So both teams change. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Schroeder against Westbrook. Inside, here's Adams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard. And Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer named the 2015 Coach of the Year in the NBA after their impressive run to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
You think about the intricacies of the system that Coach Bud watched for so many years in San Antonio.
2 shots.
And to be able to step into Atlanta, grab a group of players, and get them to operate on that kind of level. Just a fantastic job by Mike Budenholzer moving forward.
They throw good, Adams.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area.
He's perfect from the line this time. And last season, the Hawks weren't nearly as dominant as the year before. They lost Damari Carroll to the Raptors in free agency. Brent, was that a big enough blow to account for that drop-off, you think?
Well, I think you have to point to improved play overall in the Eastern Conference as to one of the reasons why the Hawks dropped a little bit. Also, Kyle Korver had significant offseason surgery and was coming back from 2 injuries and didn't quite find his offensive rhythm. And then the speculation all year long about Horford. So there was no way they were going to be that perfect. And then Kent Bazemore stepping into the lineup to try to fill that Carroll spot. It took a little while, but the Hawks found their rhythm late in the season.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That free throw missing. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Millsap misses. The Thunder leading by 4. It's Westbrook with the drive. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, body and control isn't just for your shampoo at home. It's right there in Russell Westbrook. He gets fouled and still converts.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Schroeder with the ball. Screen by Howard. Here's Millsap. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder lead by 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The Skyview Ferris wheel there in the background. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Right, you played all the backcourt positions, including shooting guard. So the talent level at the two guard has fallen off a bit of late. Would you agree with that?
I think it's been an interesting shift, Kevin, in the NBA with regards to the scoring point guard and how much there are guards in our league who initiate offense not with the pass, but more with their ability to get to the rim, eventually get to the foul line, their ability to score the basketball and run pick and roll offenses. And with how quick teams are playing, there maybe are fewer opportunities for shooting guards to get the ball in positions where they can score.
But two guards have got to handle the ball. We're seeing that more and more, that versatility is important for teams.
No question about it. A lot of coaches are looking for complementary two guards or small forwards out there that can get to the right spots and then make the next play. After your point guard draws defense, can the next man on your team be just as effective with his pass, with his scoring? Then you got a combination that can do some damage.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Andre Robertson out there with Ilyasova, and it's Adams in at the center. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. And fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC, moving the floor, as he calls it, creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement, that's where the league is going, DA. Thanks. First one falls for him.
Yeah, and coming into the NBA, Dennis Schroeder drew comparisons to Rondo for his frame and his quickness. He's already shown himself to be a better shooter than Rondo, but his defense still has a long way to go.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Ilyasova, and Kyle Singler subbed in for Roberson. And Brent, you think of the comparison between Rondo and Dennis Schroeder. They both have a certain cockiness to them, don't they?
Yeah, they play with some bravado out there, and that's one of the first things that you notice about Schroeder. Great confidence. He doesn't back down from the challenge that anyone offers up.
And he makes all 3. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Oladipo outside. Screen by Adams. Oladipo outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Again, Oklahoma City.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Korver against Oladipo. Pass to Schroeder. Feeds to Bazemore. The 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The Hawks trail by 11.
And quite frankly, the Thunder are just one of the most dangerous offensive teams out there, but their defense is solid too. A lot of good one-on-one defenders in their rotation, near the top of the league in defensive efficiency.
Atlanta making some changes. Splitters checked in for Howard. Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kyle Korver. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Payne's checked in. And the Thunder did a good job of challenging shooters and locking down on D. They also know how, as we've seen, to protect the rim.
Well, a lot of that success last year on the interior has to be given to Steven Adams and the incredible progression that he showed as a center in this league. Really figuring out what it is that his opponents like to do and how he can be effective.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He's off on the first. Prince is checked in for Kent Bazemore. So he comes up empty at the line.
Well, the Hawks offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and great shooting. They keep their shooters spread all over the floor, and if they can't get layups, those catch and shoot opportunities are something they're great at.
And stolen by Splitter.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, real quick. They got to get a shot off almost right away.
Now here is Sefolosha. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Splitter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
The offensive rebound.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
No good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go block a shot. Go get a board. Get more active in the paint. Give us some more.
That's Mike Budenholzer trying to ramp up the aggressiveness in all phases of the game for his team.
Well, I think he senses that his guys are kind of holding back a little, that they aren't really getting everything out of each possession, and they need to start now.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Mike Scott out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Eastman. Then there's Howard. And it's Korver in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Huge play from Millsap, getting hit on the shot, but still sinking that one over the D.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Oladipo outside. There's the screen. Pass to Westbrook. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
Got right up in his jersey. I thought they actually traded for him. Didn't allow separation. Just a terrific effort.
Now here's Millsap. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Well, the D providing some resistance there. But remember, Paul Millsap, NBA All-Star.
Here's Westbrook. Dishes it to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Millsap. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
Now here's Schroeder to the paint. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
And stolen by Bazemore. Fast break for Hawks. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
That's just a big boy shot from Bazemore. Talk about being cool in a clutch moment.
Kanter with a screen on Schroeder. Westbrook kicks to Kanter. Misses in close.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
And the play was executed exactly as you draw it up until the very end. He's kicking himself. Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
Adams, he's checked in for Kanter.
He really relished these moments, and he loves those pressure situations.
Well, Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Adams. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Adams nails both of them.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
Atlanta calls timeout. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Schroeder. That three off the mark.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Great effort to go out and challenge that shot. Hard to stay cool under that kind of pressure.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Pass to Millsap and stolen by Ilyasova. And finished off by Westbrook.
Those are huge points.
As important a bucket as we've seen all game long.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Schroeder. Outside Millsap. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Westbrook is a take-charge, aggressive player, and he didn't hold anything back. Baby bull, that's what I'm calling him. Whether scoring, passing, rebounding, it doesn't matter. He's the man for the job, and he did the job perfectively tonight. Great performance.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.